Hey Boris, this meeting is cancelled or just checking?
Laura said she cannot join, but Paul said he'll join in a second. So it's up to you.
Okay, okay, yeah, I can wait. Yeah.
What are you working on recently in regards of PI?
Actually, I was out of office for 3 weeks, so due to some personal reasons, I just came back last week. So catching up.
Mhm.
Uh, so I guess you have already installed Telegraph Collector in OPI Lab, or that is still
Yes.
pending? Okay,
Yeah. All installed.
all installed, right? So do you need any help regarding telemetry? Maybe I can help you out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
let me know.
So yeah, absolutely. I can explain what I did, and you can see if you can help me out.
Sure.
So two cards right now, Intel Mount Evans and NVIDIA
Mm-hmm.
Bluefield card are running Telegraph inside.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I run a Telegraph on each and every server, on the host server.
Okay.
And they all streaming the telemetry into Open Telemetry Collector that they run on our management server.
Okay.
This Open Telemetry Collector on the management server sends all the telemetry to Prometheus that also running on the management server.
Mm-hmm.
And I spun up a Grafana dashboard also on the management server to visualize all of this.
Okay.
So I'm not an expert in Grafana. So first of all, you can I can send you the links. I also posted them in the chat
Mm-hmm.
that you can see what already streaming, and I would like somebody to help me with dashboards to make them more meaningful, prettier, whatever, to add more
Sure.
statistics in the dashboards. Also,
Okay.
I don't have any metrics from Marvell card.
Yeah.
Um,
I
Even running a simple telegraph there and just collecting, like CPU and memory information, like something extremely basic, then we can expand or replace the telegraph with something else. But that was something that I hope somebody can help me with. I think that's very
Sure.
important.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there was some issue with the card, and the new card has not yet reached in the lab. So let me check with the FAE at Marvel. So I think he was following up with Paul.
Perfect.
So let me check what the status is there.
Perfect. Then that help in that area would be amazing. So either
Sure.
there with Marvell card and the Telegraph running on inside, and the Grafana dashboards. So that is number one. Second of all, I feel that did Paul join? Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Second of all, I feel that our lab environment is very manual right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I develop Ansible playbooks in order to automate this, including, package installation, BIOS configuration, running the Telegraph, for example, in different cars and everything. So I'm not sure how you're familiar with Ansible, but any help in this space will be tremendously appreciated.
Sure. I've not worked on it, but I can definitely learn and try to help you out. No
Or,
problem.
or any other tool. Like I really looking forward for people to bring the experience from their companies. What are you using to managing your internal labs? And
We're using, let me check with the team. I think they're using
Exactly.
Ansible only. So if that's the case, I
Exactly.
can
So
learn and bring up. Yeah,
either you can learn or you can bring some expert,
yeah,
just a
I'll check
couple of
on that.
meetings to give us review and stuff like that. That would be amazing because I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to fetch up Ansible experts inside Dell to come and at least review what I did so far, give us some advice how to move forward.
Got it. So,
Because that's important. You can see
yeah.
inside our OPI PoC GitHub repository, there is a lab folder, and you see a lot of
Playbooks
automatic
are there.
instructions, a lot of playbooks, but also a lot of manual instructions in the READMEs. So my goal is to, people submit a pull request of change configuration, and once it's merged, it's automatically deployed in the lab. We don't need to kind of duplicate this. Even,
Got it.
that's my goal.
So do you have any specific problem at, I mean, present that I can start with, or maybe look at the GitHub first and figure out?
I can walk you through what I have in the Ansible. So basically what I did is I installed the missing packages in the Ansible, but OS installation, for example, is out of scope right now. So maybe OS installation, Mersha in the lab, what he's doing, he's taking the server once it arrives and manually installs Ubuntu on the server. So all of this is completely manual steps. Once it's installed, I manually do the rootless SSH key exchange. Then we need to update. We run DHCP server for MAC allocation, IP allocation. So I need to take the to make a change in DHCP config, edit it manually. So now the new server or new card receives an IP address. Once that is done, I'm going and manually update the Ansible inventory file with IP address. Once that is done, now I can run my Ansible playbook again to see if it works. So all of this is a lot of manual steps. So maybe we can at least come up with a plan, like where the goal is, like what do we want to tackle, then break it up in smaller tasks, and then assign different people to these tasks. That is, will be amazing. Even running Telegraph, for example, I try to automate it right now, so I'm running Telegraph through the Ansible.
Okay, interesting.
So all of these tasks, BIOS configuration currently is not implemented in Ansible. So this is what I'm looking for help. Next is if we can do BIOS change. Mersha said we need to change like 1 or 2 arguments in BIOS for all the servers. So if we can create a playbook for this small change in BIOS, that would be amazing. On the previous topics, on the OpenTelemetry, we also have Arista top of the rack switch. So I also was able last week to be able to configure Telegraph to fetch metrics from Arista as well. So we can also see the network metrics in OpenTelemetry. This is also great. So Ansible and OpenTelemetry, there's two big topics.
Do we have any other infrastructure that we want to track? Or this is it? Apart from the switch?
So Arista is I think is a 1 gig management switch top of the rack, but we also have a 100 gig. So I would like to hook that up. And again, one server is not answering my ping, so I cannot fetch telemetry from him. Marvell is out, obviously, as you know, and MD Pensando is also not. I'm not able to connect to it and fetch telemetry from MD Pensando card as well. So this is still missing. Once we have this basic information, so from NVIDIA, I'm streaming, for example, CPU, memory, local drives, network statistics, and SPDK statistics. So once we have this basic setup up, we need to kind of expand the scope for streaming more metrics or more meaningful metrics. Because once we have the entire pipeline up and running and we have dashboards and everything, recently, for example, I added the temperature because in our lab, we are running high temperature. So I hooked up temperature readings as well. So once we have something simple like CPU and memory, the next step will be obviously to expand and add more and more statistics into the setup. And second is automate all of this. For example, again, I want to raise a pull request to change something in the Telegraph config file. And once it's merged, I want it automatically to be applied in our lab. So I already have GitHub Actions up and running. So really, I already show how to automate all of this. We just need more people to kind of make it happen.
Sounds good. Yeah.
With Marvell, you remember we did one-on-one call on the Telegraph strategy that you have. So once the card is up and running, I would like to run your collector with your plugins and see what we can get from this card. And then how we present it in the dashboards and everything. Absolutely. This is my goal.
Sure. Yeah, we have Telegraph running on Marvel DPUs as of now, and we are working on some plugins as well. So as soon as the Marvel card is up in the OPI lab, we can shift it there.
Amazing. So in the meantime, you can help me with the dashboards, Grafana and everything. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah.
The details are on the GitHub. I have this one password access where the server IPs and access details are there. So if you can help me out with the, okay, so I need to find the management server, right? It's running there.
I can give you credentials to log in. No problem.
Cool. I'll log
Your
in
VPN
tomorrow.
connection is already working, right? Using my instructions with F5 application from the Microsoft, right? You have that already up and running. Okay.
Yeah, it was
So
working.
I'll send you the password of the management server offline. Once you have that, you will be able to log in even without access to one password. That's fine.
Sounds good.
And you can see all my Ansible playbooks. Even like they're extremely simple, so I think you will be able to understand it like immediately. But also pay attention to the inventory file. Inventory file will have the IP addresses and everything.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So what? So dashboards. What do we want to do right now?
With the dashboards?
Yeah.
Currently, it's a very not useful dashboards. Like I'm presenting CPU memory and temperature, something like that. So from your work, yeah, nothing else. So from your work that you did on Marvell, you just can help me just build the dashboards in a more meaningful and nice way. Cool. Even with the existing statistics. And then once Marvell card is up and running, we'll immediately see all the new metrics already streaming and all of that. So definitely, it's up and running today, so you don't need any password. It's passwordless.
Okay.
So once you log in, I think under the lab, OPI PoC, under the lab, there is Ansible folder and there is OpenTelemetry folder. Under that, you can see a link you can click on, and it will bring you to the management server in the browser. So once you connect it to VPN, you can able to connect to both Prometheus and Grafana dashboards. If you have any problem, ping me. I'll send you the links again.
Cool.
So it's completely passwordless. Yeah. So from there, you can add more dashboards and play with it for sure. No problem.
Perfect. Sounds good. Let me start from there.
Perfect. Thanks. Thanks, Rahul. Okay. Talk to you later.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.